What you're about to hear could be the most important podcast ever created. But probably not. Welcome. It's the Hot Tub Podcast with Mahler, Rush, Jenny, and Brady.
I'm Mahler.
Hi, I'm Rush.
I'm Jenny.
And I'm Brady.
Yes, there you go.
Yeah.
We all did very
got
well.
it.
Good job.
All right, that was good.
Well done.
Yeah.
All right, are we
Next
done
time, let's introduce different people. Like
Okay,
I'm
well,
saying.
let's go around.
Okay.
Jenny.
Okay, yeah, we can try again.
Yeah, let's do it again.
Oh, I have to start.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, over there is Brady.
There's Jenny.
There's Mahler.
And I'm Greg. Is that not what we were doing?
No, that's not.
Oh, I'm very confused.
It's our podcast. We have a lot of fun on this thing. And Brady Jones, he looks around for questions for the big show.
Yeah, on Spotify, you can leave questions on each of our episodes. And we got one from Samo Michaud asking, what was your favorite cereal as a child compared to your favorite as an adult?
Easy.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'll go first. I hate cereal with a passion.
You do.
Okay.
And the only thing I may have eaten back in the day was Shreddies, and that's because that's all my dad bought.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
didn't have the crazy sugary cereals. I used to eat a lot of granola as a kid, and I still quite like it. But on special occasions,
here we
and
go.
I'd say like once or twice
crazy.
a year,
Yeah.
Come
we
on.
would buy Honey Nut Cheerios.
Oh.
That was about as
my
crazy as
God.
it got in the house.
Slow
so
down.
for
Yeah.
me, I probably like those, but I like to mix them up with regular Cheerios so they're not too sweet.
You're wild.
Yeah.
Wild.
I can't believe we're still going with this question.
No.
Jenny, what are you?
Like you, Mahler, I'm not a huge cereal fan.
Yeah, don't like it.
I barely keep it in the house. When I was a kid, same thing. My mom would never let us get sugary cereals.
Yeah.
But on our birthday, we could pick out whatever we want.
Well, that's fun.
When I was a kid, Captain Crunch, Captain Crunch
Mm-hmm.
was the best.
It's like
I loved
chewing
it.
on gravel from the side of the
Oh,
road.
so
It would just
good.
tear up your mouth.
It was
I
so
loved it.
hard. Why was it
Yeah.
always so hard?
That's what I liked. I liked it crunchy.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought she was going somewhere
Yeah,
else. I
me
thought we
too.
had a good one.
It's going to be good. It's going to be a great clip.
Oh,
I
we're
did
so
it. Fall
close.
into the trap. My own trap. And then as an adult, I like the honey shreddies.
Sure, okay.
If I
Honey
have to.
Shreddies,
Yep. If I
okay.
have to, but I eat them quick because I hate them when they're not.
There it is. Okay. It's not bad.
Yeah,
It's okay.
It's a
Wasn't the
decent
best.
clip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
And
not
Brady
great.
Jones cereal choice,
Yeah, I
please.
hope you guys are sitting down for this. When I was a kid, I used to do, and I do this all the time, Rice Krispies, but with chocolate milk inside.
That's gross.
It was so
That's
good.
gross.
No, don't knock it until you try
And you
it.
know what? I'd try that.
Yeah, and not like the chocolate milk you make yourself, but the one that comes in the jug.
Yeah, yeah.
It's really good.
Yeah.
So good. And now as an adult, I need my fiber and stuff, so I eat the health stuff. Yeah. It's important to stay regular, guys.
I feel like the Brady Jones household growing up was Thunderdome.
It was. Yeah. Clearly it was.
It was. And I had those Thunderdome sticks, too. that you had to-
Anything goes in the Jones' home.
Yeah.
All right, well, grab yourself a bowl of cereal and listen up to the podcast.
The Hot Tub Podcast with Mahler, Rush, Jenny, and Brady.
Now, I wasn't planning on doing this in the middle of the show, so I kind of apologize, but at the same time, you'll understand why I'm doing this.
Okay.
Oh.
We work for a company called Stingray.
Yeah.
It's pretty big. It's coast to coast, right?
Yeah, sure.
Badass
Worldwide.
company name too, isn't it?
Yeah.
Stingray?
Yeah, it
Yeah,
is.
it's
Pretty
good.
good. Pretty
Yeah.
good. Good logo.
We're coast to coast. We have a lot of radio stations, a lot,
Yeah.
and we want to thank all the employees across the board that work for this company.
Yeah,
Great
absolutely.
company. Jenny, every now and again we get an email into our
Oh,
inbox
God.
about openings, and we were thinking, Rush and I were talking off the air, that you should apply for this one.
no.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's a part-time finance coordinator that just came in.
Nice.
And
Yeah.
we think this is for you.
Really?
And I bet you we're not alone. Brady, if you could just take some calls
Okay.
on the banana phone
Yeah.
right
I
I don't
now.
really wanna
Absolutely.
go
The
anywhere.
best
I'm-
part about this, though, Jenny, it's a 12-month contract.
Okay.
Yes.
So you try it out for a year and then
Yes.
see.
And
And
if you
then
don't like
see.
it, then, you can...
Would you like to hear
Retire?
some of the responsibilities, Jenny? that you have?
Sure.
I mean, I
yeah.
saw this and I just thought, Jenny.
Jenny.
Yeah.
Screams Jenny.
Yeah.
And your time's kind of wrapping up
Is
here,
it?
right?
Clearly,
I
yeah.
feel like I'm comfortable.
Well,
I mean, some people would say you've passed your
Oh,
time here. And,
goodness.
it's time for something else.
okay, so
Really?
some of the responsibilities include processing AP, performing some payroll functions, some billing and invoice duties, Jenny.
Oh, God.
And opening mail in office and processing checks.
I love
Processing
processing
checks?
checks.
Yeah. Now,
Okay.
also required skills and qualifications.
Yeah.
You must have strong multitasking skills.
That's Jenny. That's
That is
Jenny right
her.
there.
Definitely. Uh-huh.
Meet tight deadlines.
Jenny.
Oh,
You're a team player.
sure.
You have a keenly analytical mind
Okay.
with strong strategic abilities.
You
Oh my
forgot
God.
conscientious, dependable, and detail-oriented.
Jenny, you're so detail-oriented.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Brady, are there any calls on the banana phone yet for people
No
supporting?
calls. No.
Does
But
anybody-
they gotta be coming.
I would
mean,
imagine that everybody thinks that Jenny should leave and head out.
I can't believe there's not one call here supporting
Yeah.
Can't even.
Jenny moving across the country to this
to Red
wonderful
Deer.
new.
Yeah.
Sure,
it's
yeah.
Red Deer, Alberta. Beautiful
Yeah.
this time
Oh,
of
it
year.
is
Absolutely.
beautiful. Yeah, Red Deer.
So before we take any calls, can you just tell us why you see the downside of this?
Well, I don't even know how to use a spreadsheet.
Okay, but
So
you could learn on the job with
Yeah.
that one.
Do you like learning?
I
You
yeah.
have a love affair with learning, a lifetime
but
love
like
affair.
I like learning about things that I'm interested in.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Well, let's see. If
Yeah.
if the callers to this
Yeah.
program want you to stay, then I'll just hit the delete button on
Oh,
this
I'd
email.
appreciate
But I
that,
think
yeah.
when I see the words part-time finance coordinator 12-month contract, I think Jenny.
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay.
it's not even like guaranteed. I don't. Oh,
That's
God.
you know what? Nothing in life is guaranteed.
No, that's true.
Can
Yeah.
we get to Elise, please? She's
Sure.
on
Sure.
the banana phone. Good morning.
Hi.
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 Are you an ordinary listener to this show? Like I'm sure you do listen maybe daily. Is that cool
Oh,
to say
only
that?
every- yeah.
Okay.
Okay, good.
Every day,
All right.
nice.
So you
great.
know Jenny pretty
Yeah.
well, right?
Oh, as soon as you read every single criteria in there, I heard like Jenny.
Jenny.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It
yes.
is so Jenny.
Yeah.
Right. So you think Jenny should accept the job or at least send her resume, I guess, right?
You had me at multitasking.
Oh,
Yes,
the
absolutely, yes,
multitasking
yeah.
thing,
Okay.
I'm sweating.
Thanks so
Right,
much
thanks.
for listening.
That's good.
Why are
I
you
think this is
sweating?
going to be
I
great.
just didn't see it going
And
this
the
way.
best part, it's part-time.
Yes.
Nice.
So maybe
Yeah.
you can find yourself another job or just
Sure.
maybe spend some time doing other things
Yeah,
in Red Deer.
Exploring
I
Red
suppose
Deer.
Okay, yeah.
That's fun.
Exploring
Yeah.
Red Deer.
I'm sure they have great golf courses.
That's
Yeah.
true.
That's
That
very
is
true.
true. That
Fred
a
is on the
positive.
banana phone. Oh, sorry. We're going to. Who's this?
Sydney, I think.
Sydney. Hi, Sydney.
Hi.
Hey.
Hi.
Hi. So what do you think about Jenny? You don't want her to leave, do you?
I think it would be an amazing opportunity.
I think so,
okay.
too.
All right, great.
Guys,
Yeah.
it's part-time.
I think so.
Totally screams her.
Yeah, it does.
does,
It does.
yes.
It does.
Yes.
Jenny
Yeah.
things to do.
Yeah.
All right. Well, can you say goodbye to Jenny? She might not be here tomorrow morning. So
Bye, Jenny.
Bye,
Bye.
Sydney.
It's nice.
Oh,
Okay.
it's been fun.
Yeah, thanks, Sydney. All right.
okay, one more call because
Yeah.
we got to wrap it up because Jenny's got
even
to tweak her resume a
Yeah,
little.
and
So
pack.
hi. hey, Fred.
Hey, good morning.
Hey.
Good morning.
Hi.
All right. I'm sure, like us, you're torn, right? You want Jenny to stay.
Oh,
We
yeah.
love Jenny, but
but-
what do you think, Fred?
Well, I think part-time would be great to ease her into her retirement years.
Yeah, that's true.
Very good
I
point.
think it's a great transition job, and Jenny, I think you should jump on board.
Oh,
Yeah.
hey, Fred.
Good.
All right.
Thanks for.
do you want to say goodbye to Jenny? Because this might be
Oh,
it.
God.
Yeah, Jen, it's been a good run, and
It has,
hope to see you out on the course maybe.
You
and
got it.
If he ever
if I
visits
need
Red
any
Deer.
financial work, I know who to call.
There you go. It's true.
All right. Thanks,
Fred.
Fred.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
And as you can see, we always like to promote within.
Yeah.
Yes, we
which
really
is
do.
good.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's one thing, I suppose.
That
See,
is nice.
And aren't you glad you have us
I-
looking out for your best interests?
I feel young still.
You
don't know
got
what
this,
Fred's
Jenny.
talking about.
And you're
He's into
proficient with MS
retirement.
Office,
Are
right?
you saying that all part-time finance coordinators have to be old?
No, but no, I'm saying as Fred said to ease me into my retirement
that's true.
years. I don't need easing. I don't want to retire.
Did we mention that they're looking for somebody who has a keenly analytical mind with strong strategic abilities? Because that to
Yeah,
me
no, I
is
did-
that
Jenny.
is Jenny.
That is
I
Jenny.
did-
That's
Uh-huh.
Jenny.
Yeah.
I did mention that.
Yeah.
Put that on my headstone.
How are you with Excel, Word, and Outlook?
Oh, you what?
2 weeks ago, Jenny asked me what program she can make a PowerPoint on. So
Well, maybe she won't have
story.
to, though.
it's true.
We don't know.
Yeah.
Oh,
Anyway, Jenny, you have till Friday, April 22nd to get
Okay.
everything sent
So
over
lots
there.
of time.
You know what,
to-
Jenny? I have your old CV that you
No.
used like 15 years ago for this job, so I'll just send it on over.
Perfect.
Good.
Yeah.
That everything
Excellent.
should be on there.
And you know what? It's a 12-month contract. Maybe there's a chance for them to extend it. Who knows? And if not, you just see what happens.
I really
Is there
liked
anything
it
you'd
here.
like to say in case they call today?
Yeah.
You get the gig and then you're not here tomorrow morning?
Right. I'm always open to learning things about money.
No, I meant saying goodbye to the
Oh, to
listeners.
the
Right,
listeners.
yeah.
Oh, I thought you meant if I was talking to
No, we're not doing a practice job
I'm gonna be
interview.
terrible at this job. I can't even follow your simple instructions.
All right.
Use your keenly analytical mind.
I understand we sprung this on you at the last minute,
did you
so
ever?
just
That's
take
okay.
time to digest
I
this
will.
today.
I will. Okay.
And call around for Rory's new school and see how it all goes, okay?
You'll have time to
fun.
find a place. It's just a part-time job.
Right.
I'm really sweating, guys.
Anyway, I expected maybe some of the listeners would say they wanted to keep her
Not
here,
a
but
single one.
I
And we're
guess
getting
not.
tweets on it too and everything. Everybody's
Really?
on board. Jenny, everybody's so proud of you.
Yeah.
Are they?
It's
It's
the
a
right
great move.
opportunity.
Yeah.
I feel
Are
like
you
I'm
really
being set up
sweating?
for failure. Yeah, I am.
You're really sweating? Did you know that our Red Deer offices do not have AC?
No.
Yeah, it's going to be warm.
I'm going to be crunching numbers.
But there's fans and a communal spray bottle.
That's true.
So
Yeah.
you can mist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something.
The AC broke down about 5 years
Yeah.
ago. They haven't had
Right.
anybody
Yeah.
back
No.
to
Sounds
fix
like
that.
it's going to be a great experience.
That's actually why the position opened up.
Right, yeah. And it's a BYOC, bring your own calculator. They don't actually have internet there yet.
No.
So,
Oh, God.
have fun.
Oh, thanks, guys.
Godspeed.
Oh, yeah.
The Hot Tub Podcast with Mahler, Rush, Jenny, and Brady.
Do you think you are more or less gross than the average person?
Sorry?
We're going to find
What's
out.
the question?
wow.
Are you more
More
or
or
less
less
gross?
Gross?
Yeah, than
I
the
feel
average
like
person.
I'm probably less gross.
me
hope
too.
I
I
am.
feel like I'm like super, super clean, but I might be wrong.
I don't feel
We're
like
gonna
that
find
about
out,
Brady.
guys.
All right.
Jenny, where do you, before you go to the list, are you
Yeah.
guessing that you're less or more gross?
No, I'd probably say more gross.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'd say
Yeah.
Jenny's more gross only because you're like willing to you
I'll
know,
hold your barf.
you'll hold our bar.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
exactly what I was
that's
gonna
true.
say.
That's
I'll
your
pop
go-to.
your pimple. I'll
Okay.
pick your scab.
You like lean into somebody's
Yeah.
vomit.
Well, it's a reflex, right?
Yeah.
Like, let me get that for you.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know
How is that a
weird.
reflex?
So weird.
It is
be a
weird. Yeah.
reflex.
It is very weird. So someone polled people to find out how popular different gross habits are,
Okay.
and I have 5 questions and how people answer.
Okay.
Do you pick your wedgies in public, or do you suffer through it until you can find a bathroom?
Yeah, I sort of try and do it on the down low.
Yeah,
I
you try
wouldn't-
and do that.
Walking down the street, I would not yank my underwear out.
I pick my wedgie all the time in public. No
Yeah,
problem.
like if I'm at sometimes if I'm running, if I'm on a treadmill or something,
Yeah.
and sometimes when your underwear ride up,
Yeah.
like that, I'll sort of reach in, and pull
That's
them down.
picking a
but
wedgie.
That's
Like what I
Yeah.
would do is this. So if I was walking down the street, I would
In
put
your
my hands
pocket.
in my
Yeah.
pockets and
Yeah.
pull my underwear forward
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay.
without
Yeah.
picking my butt.
Yeah,
Right.
You
Don't
can
pick your
kind of
butt.
like put your fingers like
Yep.
intertwine them with
Yeah.
your underwear. And
you
push
can
it
do
forward,
that,
you know what I
yeah,
mean?
and that's subtle. So
Okay.
There you
yeah.
go.
Yeah.
No, I don't even do that. I just pick a wedgie.
okay,
So now when you see my hands in my
Yeah,
pockets,
I know.
That's what's
Yeah,
going
yeah.
on.
Yeah, you're picking your underwear or something else.
Do you ever take phone calls on the toilet?
I have
No.
but I it's rare, and it's only because I think it's really important at that
Right.
time.
Yeah,
Yes.
and it would have because also like it's obvious that that's where you are. Like
Yeah.
there would be that
So
echo,
echo.
the bathroom echo. So no.
Yeah, but if you're on like with your partner, for example, would you just pee?
Yeah.
I would pee.
I've done that.
Yeah.
I've done that for sure. 62% of us do, including 13% who
Okay.
said they do it all the time.
Okay, so we're not more gross.
No,
Right.
no.
Yeah.
Do you find pimple popping videos satisfying?
Yeah, I
No.
mean, yeah, I would
No.
find it satisfying. Sure.
Yeah. Half of us
disgusting.
do, by the
Yeah.
way. Half of us do, and 18% love them.
No,
I am one of those.
you
18%.
might as well watch it with me, Jenny, because I'm going to vomit and I'm going to need you to catch it.
There you go. That's nice. Yeah.
How many times do you wear clothes before washing them?
Oh,
I'll wash
A
them in-
lot.
a bunch.
Yeah, me too.
Depends.
Only 46% generally wear clothes once, then wash them.
No, I would not.
39%, no. 39% said multiple times.
Socks and underwear, yes.
Yes, Yeah.
Every
exactly.
jeans and
T-shirts I'll wear
Jeans.
once.
Like sometimes those are the jeans I'm wearing this week.
Yeah.
Right, exactly.
that's-
yeah.
Yeah.
And 39% said multiple times, they'll wear it multiple times. Another
Yeah.
15% said they wait until they're visibly dirty or smell.
Yeah.
Right.
So yeah, Derek used to be a wear once wash no matter what.
Oh my
and he's
God.
come a long way,
because
actually.
the laundry's out of control.
is,
well,
yeah.
doing
that's
that.
it. Exactly.
And it's not good for your
exactly.
clothes.
No.
No,
It's really
it
not.
ruins your clothes.
Yeah.
Have you ever
Oh,
Here we
oh
go.
no.
have you ever pooped your pants?
Well, yeah,
I
of
mean,
course.
I was much younger.
Yeah, significantly
Yeah, I
younger.
did it for at least a year or two of my
Yeah.
life.
Yeah.
I'm not proud of it. I gotta be
But
honest.
it's been a long time.
Sure. And then that one time at Times Square on New Year's Eve. But otherwise, that's it.
But you had your diaper on.
Yeah, exactly. It was
So
totally
okay.
fine. It was totally fine.
Yeah, no, as
No.
as an adult, no.
No.
I
As a
haven't.
kid, I did. For
I
sure.
don't know. Would any of us really admit this right now?
I think I would if I actually had. I mean,
think she
we're
would
all
too.
human.
Yeah, I'd happily admit it. I have friends that freely admit it,
Yeah.
for sure.
Why?
No shame
'cause
in pooping your
happened.
pants. Yeah.
Sometimes
There's
it,
no
you
shame.
know,
No, there's
things
a fair
happen.
amount of shame. Yeah,
Is
there's
there?
a fair amount of shame.
Sometimes you can't help what happens with your body.
Fine,
Sure.
but
if you're over a certain age, I go, okay, that I understand. You know, you get older, that's
Sure.
a little tougher, sure.
Right.
But no.
Yeah,
there's
but
no-
Sometimes, like now, if there's a medical issue involved,
Maybe.
that's
Okay,
a
sure.
Or
different
you
sort of thing.
have the flu and you don't know what's coming. That can happen.
Yeah, or you trust that something's not going to happen
Exactly,
and it happens.
does.
You know?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say I've had the flu. That's never happened.
That's
where-
what happened to me when I was a kid. That's what happened. Yeah.
You were a kid.
I know.
I'm saying, as
As
a
an adult.
professional woman right now,
If you had the
sitting
flu,
here talking to us.
no, it's not happening to you.
I don't think you guys realize how
let's
often
say,
it can happen.
And let's say it did happen.
Yeah.
And that's okay. But to go and say you wouldn't feel any shame, you would. And it's earned.
You definitely
If people
would.
saw it or knew, then yes, I
They
would be
know.
embarrassed.
They would know.
I would be
Yes.
embarrassed.
If you're at
but
some party and you thought you pulled a Jenny in your pants,
Oh, yeah.
they're
that's
they're
bad.
going to
you
know.
can't say pull a Jenny on in your pants because that's not what it is. And I can't believe I'm like even explaining this right now.
I'm
'cause
sorry,
it's
Jenny.
not a thing.
Just so it's clear then, if you're sure, what is it then?
Oh, I can tell you if you go to urbandictionary.com
Oh, my
and
God.
put in pulling a Jenny. Okay, I'll just hit that. Okay, to defecate on the floor.
Okay.
So you can't pull a Jenny in your pants.
Right. Okay.
And I
I
hate
hate all-
this.
I hate this whole
it. Me too.
conversation.
So do
Yeah.
I. So do I.
Hate it.
Well, especially about pulling a Jenny.
Right.
So half said no, they've never pooped their pants, but when they were a baby. 36% said yes once. Another 13% said it happened multiple times, and 2% said too many times to count.
There you go. There's Brady.
So gross.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, no, it's never happened. That what the panic you must feel though
Oh
if
my
that does
God.
happen
Yeah.
and you're in public. Like, what's your next move? Obviously, go to a washroom and clean yourself up, but then
what?
you need
Yeah.
pants. Like,
Yeah.
this has to be a two-man job. You need someone to help.
Two-man?
Well,
How?
because someone has to go get you pants. You got to go buy pants or something.
You'd go to the sink and wash them out, no?
Oh,
Would
but then
you?
they're wet.
But now you got wet poopy
pants.
pants.
Yeah.
I'd rather walk around and get to wherever I'm going, like to the car or whatever, in wet
Yeah.
pants.
And you want to be the guy in a public bathroom in the sink, like
I
cleaning
would,
that?
you know
you
what I
have?
would at that point. I would then soak my pants all the way through,
Yeah.
so it doesn't look as though like I'm not just doing that in one area.
Yeah.
You soak everything as though I fell into a fountain or something,
Okay,
which
in
is
this
way better.
scenario-
You know? Yeah.
Where was this fountain? I don't know.
I don't know.
Where are you trying to make a wish?
I've got to come up with something, but I would still rather. I was trying to make a wish and fell in a fountain rather than I crapped my pants.
I think you
No.
barricade yourself in the bathroom and you call everybody you know that lives
No.
close
No.
by.
No.
Yes,
No.
and you say, I need you to go buy me pants.
I'm honestly think
We're-
I'm just getting in the car and driving home as is.
You can't go. Let's say this happens at a mall.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can't leave the bathroom, walk through the mall, because then you're going to get stopped. Hey, are you Jenny?
Yeah.
Or,
Oh, yeah.
And
Hi,
I'm poopy
nice to see
pants
you.
and all.
Hey, it's Jenny Poopy Pants.
No.
Yeah.
So you're
You're
going
right.
with me in the fountain,
Yeah,
then, aren't you?
yeah, I fell in a fountain.
Fell in the fountain.
What if they say there's no fountain in this mall?
Not anymore. That's what I'd say.
How are you cleaning your pants though? In the sink?
Like
Yeah.
right in the sink. You're
Yeah,
so
right
with
in the-
other
yeah.
people coming in using the
Oh, that's
urinal. and
better
doing
a couple of
that's
people
your
than
only
everyone
option.
you walk by.
Disgusting. No.
Yeah.
Oh no.
I
But
think
what else are you going to do? I'm not walking out with.
I'm waiting. I'm sitting in a stall and I'm waiting for someone to bring
No,
me pants.
I've got it. Here's what I'm doing. Say it happens and I'm in the mall. I find the first store closest to me, or if I'm in a store, I grab a sweatshirt, tie it around my waist, and walk out.
Okay, let's say
Was
you're
it
not in the
paying
mall.
for it?
I'm no, I pay for it, and I know I'm poopy pants at that point.
Yeah.
I know.
You're still not doing that because I'll tell you why.
Why?
Because you stink.
Yeah.
Right? And then you're once again bumping into somebody and they're standing there and you just reek of poop.
It's true.
It's true.
I guess.
And then you're
that's
going to
true.
sit in your car like
Yeah,
that?
no.
You're going to ruin your
Well,
car? My friend, when he was
yeah.
a kid, I tell this story all the
Yeah.
time. He was driving to a hockey tournament and he pooped himself in the front seat and they had to turn around, go home, and they sold the car. They couldn't, they had to get rid of the car.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
That's how
it was
much
that
it
bad.
stunk?
It was terrible.
You don't
Yeah.
have a green
But-
machine?
You need more than that sometimes.
So I don't think you can
Aw, your
sit
poor
in your
friend.
poop.
Because here's the problem with you and your little store philosophy on
Yeah.
this one. You're going in there and you go, I just need a sweater to cover up.
Yeah.
Oh, this one's cute.
No.
And then you
Yeah.
give this in a medium. I mean, I'm here anyway.
Blue.
Yeah.
Oh, a sales section.
Who wants to serve poop, girl?
Yeah. You'd
I
much
just
rather the
own
guy
it.
that fell into the fountain that doesn't exist. Yeah.
The Hot Hot Tub Podcast with Mahler, Rush, Jenny, and Brady. Find the gang on their socials. Follow at Mahler, at One True Rush, at Hot Flash Jenny, and at Brady Jones Radio.
Brady, did we get a legs song?
Oh,
by
yeah.
chance?
How about some hot legs?
Oh, Rod Stewart.
Oh, okay.
Going back to, I believe, the 70s.
Didn't go with legs from ZZ Top.
Well, that was our first
It was,
choice,
yeah.
but this was easier to find, I think, for instrumental. Don't challenge our producer, Rush.
Thank you.
He's doing the best he can do.
yeah, I
This
mean,
is great.
again,
Thank you.
he's limited. He's limited with his abilities.
Yeah, fair.
So Heidi Klum, supermodel, former supermodel, or are you always a supermodel?
I think you're always a supermodel.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I think you're a former supermodel.
Well, it's like, when you're the president, you're always the president.
No, you're the former president.
Former president.
No, but they still get called president.
Sure. But
Yeah.
you're a former president.
President, right.
Well, they're not acting, but they're called president.
Well,
I think it's
how about
former.
this? America's Got Talent judge.
Okay,
There you go.
that works. Yes.
Heidi Klum. Yeah, I think she's still doing that.
Yeah.
Her legs were once insured by a client. We've heard about celebrities insuring things. This one's got a weird hook to it.
Her leg?
Well, listen, they didn't value both her legs as equal.
Okay.
The company actually, I guess, insured one of them more than the other.
Uh-huh.
So she says when she was young, she fell into glass and she has a big scar.
Okay.
Now, obviously, I put so much spray tan on it, you can't see it right now. But yeah, one was more expensive than the other. It's weird the things that some people do. So a few years ago, she explained that the bad leg was insured for $1 million.
Oh.
And the good leg was $1.2 million.
Wow.
No
that's
way.
A $200,000 scar.
Yeah.
That's bizarre. Like,
And can you imagine sending or being the person who has to decide on that claim?
Yeah.
How
do you do that? How do you sit
up
in a
with a
room with a
number.
guy and
Yeah.
they
Get you
look
to
at
turn around
every
it's
inch of
weird.
your leg
Yeah.
and figure it out?
It's an
Well,
odd gig.
do they go by how much you've modeled in the past, exposing your legs,
Yeah.
how much money you've made from all
Right.
the modeling gigs,
Right.
and sort of do it from that point,
Maybe.
I guess?
Maybe.
See, but I think she's been able to, obviously, none of us realized she had a scar, so she's been able to hide it quite well.
Yeah.
Or she's only ever shown one leg.
And if that's the case,
maybe.
I still don't. I've never noticed that she's only shown one leg, so
Yeah.
I feel like they could be valued the same.
So when they say that things are insured, and we hear this, right, about a bunch of body parts, does that mean if her legs get mangled, she gets paid out?
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's not a bad deal.
So say she fell on glass again,
Yeah.
right.
maybe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But it is a bad deal because
You can't
chances are
work.
she'll never cash out on that, right? So she's spending every month, I don't know, thousands, hundreds,
Yeah,
thousands
exactly.
of dollars
Yeah.
Probably
to
not, actually not
insure
that
something.
much.
Right.
Well, how much do you think it is for $1 million?
I don't think it costs actually that much. I think a lot of artists for a while were doing this just for the press.
Okay.
Yeah, and saying, okay, well, it's look, her eyes are so beautiful. She insured her eyes for this.
Okay,
Right.
okay.
I think people do it for press and
So
they just sort of release it.
What would you guys insure if you could?
Oh.
If
My
there were-
voice.
But yeah, probably
voice.
my tongue or my throat.
Yeah.
You mean your singing voice?
Yes.
What were you talking about?
Brings so much joy. No, my voice because it's my job. It's
Yeah.
all I've got.
Right.
You know.
Rush, you too?
Yeah, no, my vocal cords are insured separately, yes.
Oh, they are.
Wow, okay.
Each chord?
Yes, each cord. My left
No.
is valued more than my right.
You actually have insurance on your vocal cords?
Of course, don't you?
No. No, are you lying?
Well, of course I'm lying.
Oh, I thought it was a thing.
No.
I feel like that's a thing. You can insure
I'm
your
sure
vocal
you
cords.
can.
Yeah,
I
your
think
voice.
you can insure anything.
Yeah.
if you
Yeah.
want
Yeah.
to.
What would you
Probably.
insure?
Insurance companies would love to take your money.
Brady,
I'd my abs, obviously.
Don't you have to have them first?
where are they?
What do you?
Yeah.
I just don't like to show them off, but
they
I would
the
insure
case?
my abs.
He
They're
gets
in
to
there.
collect because they're gone. This is a good racket you've got going here.
What would you insure?
My mind.
Okay,
Oh.
all right. Well, you've already
Wow.
lost it. So.
Yeah. What?
Sorry, I didn't mean anything by it. I
Come
just
over here. I'm
just
going to
there.
punch you. You're not going to be able to take that.
no, not my abs.
Not going to be able to take that punch.
Brady, did you just do a vocal air horn?
Yeah, you did. Should insure that.
Sure that.
The Hot Tub Podcast with Mahler, Rush, Jenny, and Brady.
A new study found your coworkers might actually like to hear your thoughts on how bad they are at their job, as long as it's constructive criticism.
All right, we'll start with Jenny.
Oh,
Okay.
no. I'm not there.
No, it's okay. No, you'll like this.
It found most people are more receptive to feedback than you think, but we usually don't say anything because we don't like confrontation and don't want to seem rude.
Right.
If it's something major, we're even less likely to speak up, but we even let dumb stuff slide, for sure. For example, less than 3% of people in the study told a researcher they had a smudge on their face, even though it was clearly visible.
Oh, no.
Boy.
With work feedback, they say there's an easy way to decide if you should speak up. Just ask yourself, would I want them to be honest with me if the roles were reversed?
Right. I want everybody to be honest at work with me.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Sure.
I prefer that.
Yeah.
Why wonder? You know,
I mean, I have to say, rewind my career at the beginning, I would have had hurt feelings.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I took everything to heart.
Yeah.
And especially on, feedback with emails and phone calls
Sure.
and stuff, it really got to me. Now I just want everybody to be honest about everything.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Like the
think
show,
there's-
don't
much
like the
easier.
show.
Sure.
Our jobs
Whatever.
were a little weird too, because especially when you're starting out, when people hear you on the radio, they think of you as a radio, not a person.
Yeah.
And so when they say things to you, and you're not used to, being insulted by strangers who say
Ooh.
really awful things to you,
And that-
it
yeah.
takes a while for your
It does.
skin to thicken.
I still
yeah.
have thin skin.
You
Do
do?
you?
Oh,
right?
yeah, for sure.
I
but
did
we're
for probably
fortunate.
a while.
Our listeners are awesome, and,
Oh,
and we don't get that
overall,
much
for
of it.
sure.
But
He's pandering to them.
Yeah.
please like me.
Yeah.
Please like me.
Oh yeah.
No, but fortunately, we don't get
yeah.
a ton of it. But
We don't.
on the odd time we do, I still get
It bothers
hurt by
you,
it.
eh?
Yeah.
My
it
wife
does.
is bothered if people say bad things about me. So like, and
Yeah.
so she like her skin is not as thick when it comes to me,
Right.
and I tell her it's fine. People can like me, they can dislike
Yeah.
me. If they have an opinion of me, I'm happy. That's all I really care about.
Yeah.
But she gets very protective.
Well,
Yeah.
that's sweet, though. Of
Yeah.
course you
Yeah.
would, right?
Yeah,
Definitely.
my
That
wife
makes
too.
sense.
Like, I'll say, "Oh, I
Yeah.
got this complaint today," and she's like, "Oh my god, what is it? Are you going to be fired?"
What are you going to
okay.
write back? Nothing. I'm good. Yeah.
No,
But
No,
I
will-
see. I think Rush and I are like, we feel like, okay, none of that phases us anymore.
Yeah.
Jenny, I think you're in the middle.
Yeah.
I
I'm
think
in the
Brady,
middle.
you're
Yeah.
at the end.
I'm
Yeah,
in the
for
middle
sure.
in that I find it a hard time to get that people are so unkind
Yeah.
and that they would go out of their way to say something
Right.
hurtful.
Yeah.
That I can't wrap my head around.
Yeah.
So I will say I'm better at not taking it personally because I'm like, that's them. That's on them.
Yeah,
If
and
they're
again,
capable of doing that, I don't even care.
You remember, a lot of these people, if they walked up to you face to face, would never dream of saying these
No.
things.
Exactly.
But they say it to you because they have the keyboard
it
courage,
also-
and they think of you as the radio.
Right.
You're not a person in their
It
mind.
depends on what they're saying too, because sometimes, we all misspeak, and maybe we're trying to convey a point, and we don't get our point across properly. And maybe we said something
Speak
that
for
we don't.
yourself.
Yeah,
That's never happened to me.
No, maybe we say something where we don't truly stand behind it, and then I get
Yeah.
it. If I get negative feedback on that, I'm cool with that, and I'm cool to like handle that. But then when it's just some people are just mean.
yeah,
Some
that's the
people are
problem.
And I think I used to like try and defend what I said on the air and stuff. Now I realize, no, I misspoke and I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Like it's just easier to do that than
And-
get into a battle of anything.
That's it. And I'm less bothered if they're talking about the content and they disagree with my
Sure.
opinion on something. I think that's fine, and that doesn't bother me. They're entitled to that.
Yeah.
I think the other thing too, that it's just when people send you an email and say you're a waste of space. Well, okay.
Sorry about that.
Like I can't help my laugh, and I don't know if you guys remember the email that I got, and it said, "Sounds like I can't stand Jenny when she laughs. It sounds like a large whale giving birth."
Yeah.
And I can laugh about that now, but
But
at the time, I was
That's-
like,
yeah, that's
"Ouch,
hurtful.
man, I can't help
Sure.
it."
Well, I remember
You know?
when we had started, Mahler and I had been working together for 2 or 3 years or so, and we were going to an event somewhere in an office building, and I was maybe actually, I don't think we were together. And so I remember walking up the stairs, and this woman walks up, she goes, "Oh my God, are you Mahler or Rush?" And I said, "I'm Rush." She goes, "Oh, I don't like you," and then walked away.
Thanks for that.
Okay, what did you want me
Can
to
you
do with
imagine
that?
her on the internet? If
Yeah,
she said that to your
seriously.
face?
But looked me right in the face and
Man.
said, "I don't like you."
6 months ago,
okay.
someone on TikTok made fun of my jean shorts, and I still haven't recovered.
Yeah, that was me. And you shouldn't be wearing shorts.
No, yeah, we can all agree on that. Yeah.
The Hot Tub Podcast with Mahler, Rush, Jenny, and Brady.
A controversial scientist claims to have implanted an electrode into his brain to control his dreams.
Oh.
He did brain surgery on himself
Oh.
in the comfort of his living room.
Been there.
What?
I'm not even
Been
kidding.
there.
Michael Raduga A Russian researcher with no neurosurgery qualifications whatsoever
Yeah.
reportedly lost more than a liter of blood
Ay,
while
ay,
performing
ay.
brain
Come
surgery
on.
on himself in his home in Kazakhstan.
Oh
Okay.
my God.
So to install, it was this electrode that may one day be used to control lucid dreams. He says he's not a doctor, but he is the founder of Phase Research Center, an organization that claims to provide guidance on how one may experience sleep paralysis, out-of-body experiences, and astral projection. He admitted that about 30 minutes into his DIY surgery, he was ready to give up because he had lost a lot of blood and was afraid he might pass out.
Yeah.
What?
He's trying to push everything forward with all this
Sure.
research and all. I get
Yeah.
all
Yeah,
of that.
that's right.
But at least be surrounded by medical professionals when
Well,
you're
yeah.
doing it.
But here's the thing. He allegedly managed to complete the surgery,
Oh,
took a
geez.
shower, and worked for about 10 hours straight. He prepared by watching brain surgery footage on YouTube.
Oh,
That's
no.
not- no,
Sorry,
no.
wait, this guy's not a doctor?
No.
Oh, my God.
He experimented on a few sheep, and then he was like, all right, I'm ready.
Oh, my God. Dude.
You actually should go to jail for that.
Yeah.
Doing it on yourself, though?
No, the sheep.
The sheep. Yeah.
I guess, yeah.
Yeah.
Not an actual
That's
doctor.
cut
Cut
yeah.
all that
Sheep's head
animal
open.
cruelty.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
that's fair. Yeah.
Yeah.
You
Oh
know,
my
there's a
God.
lot of people who do a lot of things with sheep and they don't go to jail.
They should too.
Yeah, they should.
They should,
Absolutely.
but they don't.
No. They should.
That's insane.
I mean, you're an idiot. I understand
Oh,
what
I thought
he's
you were just
doing.
looking at me.
No.
Anyway,
And that's it. So what do you guys think about the story, though?
Yes, of course you're a moron.
Yeah.
He could have bleed out and died. and-
Yeah.
Oh, well, whatever.
Yeah.
Bled out?
Bled out and
Blood
died?
out? Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
He could bleed out.
yeah, your head bleeds a lot
Blood
too.
out.
A lot of blood vessels in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I realize I would be terrible at stopping, like, if we're ever into an accident or something, and and they always tie things off.
Yeah.
And do-
Yeah.
I can't help you. You guys
I
would
would
all
never
die.
know where to do it. I know. I'm terrible. Like
Yeah.
a turn.
No, but
tourniquet?
you're not turned off by the sight of blood or anything like that. You
No.
could do it. I would
Oh,
die.
you mean you
like,
would
I
pass out?
I'd pass out.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you'd be dead beside me.
My dad's very much the same. He got hit by a city bus one time walking to work.
Yeah.
And like it threw him into a snowbank. And like paramedics got there, whatever. They're like, "Are you okay?" He got knocked out a little bit, whatever. And when he came to, he was like, "Yeah, no, I'm fine." Saw his own blood and passed out. Again.
No way. Oh, my God. Meanwhile, Rush wants to watch his own surgery.
Yeah, that is so
That's
weird
nuts.
to me.
I'm not squeamish about blood like that.
Oh,
no.
God,
It
no.
doesn't bother me.
I couldn't do that.
Yeah, and if I see anybody get like actually hurt or anything like that, I get this like weird feeling in my stomach. I would be the worst doctor.
Oh, see,
Oh.
you get the butt feeling in your stomach.
Well, not quite.
Yeah.
I feel
Can you
uneasy.
isolate that?
I don't know if we'll use it, but yeah, you should.
But no, when somebody describes pain or I see somebody in a cast, we've talked about this, I get this feeling it starts in my butt and it's sort of like a shooting, tingling, whatever. And Rory inherited that from me. He gets the same thing.
Or
Are you sure, or is it the power of suggestion?
Yes.
No,
Thank you.
he said, he's like,
Thank
Mom, I
you.
get the same thing.
Yeah,
and
I know.
sometimes
Sure.
he gets it in his
Right.
throat too.
Yeah, okay. Just
Yeah,
like
sure.
you.
Yeah.
I do get it in my
Right,
throat.
Yes, okay.
Mostly. I almost said mostly in my butt.
do you have that?
Yeah, no, I got it.
Yeah,
That was
the
really
first
good.
part. That,
You get it in my throat.
You get
But
it
mostly,
mostly
in
in
your
your
butt.
yeah.
That's okay. That's good.
Yeah,
That's
sure.
great. Yeah.
Oh, God.
And that's why we do. What is the butt game we play? Listen to your
Hang
butt.
on, listen to your
butt,
butt.
yeah.
Yeah, we got to do
Yeah.
that again
We
soon.
should.
Yeah.
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 Just for the intro.
Yeah,
alone,
Brady just
you know?
wants
I'm
the
telling
song.
you, listen, I
What?
get so much like feedback when I talk about this. I'm not the only one who feels other people's pain in different areas of my body. It's mainly, and I know I've said, but like your throat almost.
Careful.
It tingles. It tingles and it feels.
How does it
Brady,
feel?
I hear you turning the music down.
I just need the clean audio. What do you mean?
I need somebody else to describe it because I'm having a hard time. Mm-hmm. I've explained the shooting, tingling in my butt.
Why do you have to put on
And
a
up
weird
my
voice when you
back.
say that? In my butt. Why do you
and
need
up
to
my
do that?
back, and sometimes it will travel all the way up to my skull.
Okay.
So it's just like this wave of feeling if you were hurt and I see you.
Okay.
So Shannon is texting in, and she
Yes.
says,
I get
she
the butt
always
thing
says,
too.
Yeah, it makes her bum hurt.
Yeah.
When gross things are being discussed.
But
When
Jenny
gross
hates
things,
that, though.
it's more when bum.
Yeah.
I don't hate bum. I prefer bum over rear end.
Okay. Good to know. Yep. Mhm. That's good.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, bum's not on your
You know
list.
what? I get the bum thing too. See, it's coming in like
Is it? Yeah.
No, and it doesn't hurt. It's just
That's nice.
it's just there.
Okay. Sure.
That's good. Someone says that her grandma would say that it hurts her bum to look at her piercings.
Yeah, I get it. If you
Like if you look at someone's piercings, your butt hurts?
Yeah, if I imagine some like in a piercing in a weird spot, if I look at that, I imagine that it would hurt, and then I get that feeling.
I
It's
have a
less
question.
so
Is
than
it-
somebody's like broken bones or an
See-
open wound.
Sometimes I think you have a tough time explaining.
Exactly.
Sure. Now, is it a pain or do you do you tense up or is
No,
it hurt?
it's more like it's like a shooting where you feel it in your butt and your stomach, and then sometimes my throat.
Wow.
It depends how severe.
Okay, so you were with me when I got tased by the
Yeah.
police department, not because I did anything
Oh,
wrong.
that was full body. I don't even know what I felt in that moment, other than like I went into pure mama mode and just wanted to
But
go
it
and
didn't
like
make your
sure.
butt hurt?
I couldn't tell you. I was too panicked in the moment. I didn't feel anything.
So if I give you a scenario right now, you yell out throat or butt.
Okay, but it has to be
that's
real.
fun.
Yeah, yeah.
You can't
Yeah,
make
yeah,
it up. A
Okay,
time
so
when
you-
you hurt yourself.
Okay, if I just stub my toe.
Nothing.
Oh,
Wow.
Sorry, Molly.
Okay, what if I stub my toe?
Oh God, no, just kidding. No, it's minor things like that. It has to be, and I almost have to see it. Like
what if
it's-
I pick up a knife and the blade goes through my hand?
Aye.
Yeah, but it didn't happen to you.
What if I show you like a gory picture?
Oh, again, if it's a picture, if it's real,
Yeah.
and I know it happened to somebody, like then yeah, I'll feel it. Starts in my butt, works its way up my back, and then
I have a very
sometimes
gross picture
at the same
of,
time of my throat.
Like a friend of mine when he sliced his finger on it, like
Oh, yeah.
on a table saw. I've got
Yeah.
a picture of that on my phone. I
oh
can show
yeah,
you.
so that just
Do you
that
wanna
was
see that?
more. See, that was more chest, upper body.
Oh, you just felt it?
Yeah.
Like I can
Yeah.
show you the picture if you want.
Do you actually
I do
have
have it. Yeah, I can show it to
okay.
you.
and
Okay,
I'll
what
tell
about like
you
a
where I
really,
feel
really
it.
bad dark bruise? I had a
No.
big dark bruise on my butt.
What did you do? To
I
get
don't
it?
know. I have no idea.
Oh, well, see,
I
now
woke
I
up
need
with
to
it.
know how it happened. It's more somebody describing their experience and how they got hurt.
I asked
or
the
if I
listeners,
see a
am I
cast.
the only one hearing all of this?
It feels like it, doesn't it?
Am I the only one that hears Jenny saying all of this?
I didn't even know that time. Oh,
God, you're like being so
Oh.
descriptive on everything.
Yeah.
Guys, what we're getting back here, oh yeah, like we're just getting so much support. I'm getting so much support
You were not.
for the feeling. And I know what somebody said, sometimes they feel it in their other area, and I get that too. Yeah.
What?
Yeah, in both. All
Where?
over. Like basically anywhere. But like in,
In the front?
yeah.
No.
Yeah, that's a thing.
In your front butt?
What is what is that? I know I'm not understanding some of the texts we're getting in, but anyway.
This does not surprise me.
No, you can't find the picture?
I'm not.
All
I'm not
right,
Okay.
well,
find it.
Well-
maybe another day.
Yeah, one time. We'll get there. I do want to see it, though.
Yeah.
I kind of want to play a different game now, not listen to your butt, but
That
listen
doesn't...
to your.
Front
no,
butt?
Yeah.
That won't go as well with your intro.
Oh, I found it.
You did? Okay,
Yeah,
let's
yeah.
see it.
Look at that.
Oh, yeah. Oh, God.
Where do you feel that?
That was mainly butt.
This
Oh.
one could be worse.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. How did he do it?
It was with a saw.
Yeah. No, that's butt.
I have a
Okay.
picture of my butt
Yeah.
bruise. I'm coming in.
Do you actually?
What?
Let me see. Brady. Oh,
I don't wanna
Brady.
see it.
It's a good butt bruise, right?
Yeah, that's insane. Show me with your hand how big it is.
Wow. Okay. There it is. Finally, we got a good one. All right.
Show me with your hand.
I mean, we're running late, but
I
it was
can't-
worth it. We got there.
Oh my God.
Guys, we put work into that one, and
got
we
there.
came out on top. Way
All
to
right.
go, everybody.
God.
Wasn't easy, but we got there.
The Hot Tub Podcast with Mahler, Rush, Jenny, and Brady.
Guys, what would we do without TikTok? How would we
I don't
even know how to walk and chew gum without the
Right?
TikTok life
I
hacks?
don't know.
I mean,
You know.
what did we do before
I don't
that?
know. I'm
think
going
we-
through a bit of withdrawal. It's been a while since
Oh,
I've
no.
been on
We had
TikTok.
productive
Really?
lives.
Been
I
very
believe that's
busy.
what we did.
Yeah, I just very busy, and it's once I get sucked in, I
Yeah,
tend to
no,
not do anything
you
for
know,
7
it's time
hours.
you quit golf because it's
Yeah.
really getting in the way of your
Right,
TikTok.
you know what? I'll have to think about it.
Okay. We should have like a life hack intro, you know, like a
Oh.
life hacks or something. you know?
Life hacks.
Yeah, 3, 2, 1.
one.
Life
Life
hacks.
There it is.
Excellent.
That
Well,
was good.
here's one. This is a new TikTok one. It's got like 10 million views or something. Let's see how you guys feel about this. Do you guys often if you're taking a road trip or something, do you scoop by a fast food place and go through the drive-through and grab a burger or something?
Sure.
Yeah,
Sure.
we do that quite
Why
often,
not?
right?
Yeah.
We're on the road a lot, and then it's always very inconvenient. You get your fries, and they don't fit anywhere.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? They don't go in the cup holder. They're often too wide.
Exactly.
You can't put them in like the little front thing.
They're
they fall all
falling out.
over the
That's right,
place.
yeah.
It's a mess.
Usually
It
sort of
really
hold
is.
them between your legs. That's
Exactly.
but then-
Yeah.
yeah.
There's
But then-
got to be a better way.
For
Does
sure.
there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, here's what you do.
Okay.
You ask for a large fry, but you ask them to put it in a large drink cup.
Oh, I don't
Not
hate
bad.
that.
And then you
Okay.
put that in your cup holder.
And then you can use a lid for condiments.
I guess you could.
Yeah.
And I guess
that's not
they're probably just not going to give you a lid.
Well, I'd ask for a lid then.
Or, you know what would work well for a lid? Get another cup and turn it upside down.
And
then
it
you have like a
becomes
mini
little,
plate.
Oh my God,
Oh,
yes.
it's true.
Oh my
Yeah.
God, I
That's
got to get on
brilliant.
TikTok and let the people know.
That's it.
Yeah.
New
This is
hack.
genius.
Wait, 1, 2,
2,
3.
3. Life hacks. I think we
Oh,
hold
is there
life
more
And
than
then
one?
we're a hack. So
Okay,
Life.
so
Is
let's
it
get rid of this. Okay.
Plural or singular?
Is it?
Plural.
Plural.
Because it's
Okay.
an intro, like we.
Yeah.
we
Oh
could-
yeah, like we're
we
doing
could do
more.
more.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
so
yeah.
we're stretching
So
out life
hold the
or
life
hacks?
and then
I think
hit
we
the
just
hacks.
life hack.
Hacks.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
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 Ready? Life hacks. Cha cha
God,
cha.
that was good.
I
Cha
just felt-
cha
I felt
cha.
like adding to
and
it.
I don't-
Dun, dun, dun.
I don't like that. I
I'll
don't
add
like
it in
the
post.
cha-cha.
It's okay.
Yeah,
It'll be fine. Yeah. That's good. I actually genuinely like that one.
Yeah.
That's a decent one.
It is a great one. And
You
you know
know?
what? They might accidentally give you some more.
Yeah, that's also what I'm
Right?
thinking.
I think what they're going to do is put them in the regular thing and then dump them.
I don't know that they'll waste. They
Nah,
might just
I don't
eyeball.
know. It's kind of like asking for a drink, but with less ice, right? You
Right.
get more drink in the end.
Yeah, that's
Exactly.
I'm a big believer in the less ice. It's
I
already
love my
cold.
ice.
The drink's already cold.
I
Drink
need
is
ice.
cold.
Yeah, but you're getting
Also,
like
I don't
half
like
the
drinks that are too cold.
Oh, I agree
You're
with
weird.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I only drink ice water.
I'm also I'm fine with like when I'm at the gym, I have a choice and I have room temperature water. I don't like it
so
too cold.
weird.
Oh, that's weird.
yeah.
Yeah.
that is so
Yeah, I
weird.
don't like room temperature.
It's
water.
Why don't
fine.
you just boil it? You might as well.
So can I have here's another question I have for you, and we don't
Yeah.
have a lot of time.
Sure,
This is
no.
so-
You
this
know
is-
what? We have all the time in the world
It's
for you.
something that I've
we?
always wondered about. Like, let's say you're gonna take a shower, right?
Yeah.
And you're gonna wash. You use warm water, right? Because you don't shower in cold water.
Right.
It'd be
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah, yeah,
yeah. Right.
When you're washing dishes, you use warm water because warm water gets things off
Yeah,
better.
yeah.
Why do we brush our teeth with cold water?
It feels better in our mouth.
But shouldn't you? Wouldn't you then?
Hang on to that, Clint.
Wouldn't you be able to then clean better
Clean
if you use
better?
warm water? Now I brush my teeth in the shower, so I
It's a
do use
freshness
warm
thing.
water.
It's a freshness thing. When you get up in the morning and you brush your teeth, you might be more inclined to brush your teeth with like room temperature water or warm water at night, get you the warm and cozies. But in the morning, you want to freshen up and feel awake. And I think it works. The cold water with the mint go hand in hand.
But if cleaning with warm water is more
I don't think it
effective
makes
than
a
cleaning
difference.
with cold water,
Here's what I think it is.
think it matters
I
on your
think
teeth.
it's not soap. You're not using soap for toothpaste. It's
Yeah.
different. It's fluoride. It's a whole bunch
Yeah.
of stuff in
Yeah.
there, right?
Yeah.
Whereas if you're like washing dishes
Yeah.
or if you're washing your clothes or whatever,
Yeah.
obviously there's some detergents made for cold water, but
Yeah.
but generally soap works better in warm water.
Yeah.
But you're not using soap on your
So
teeth.
it's not tooth
Yeah.
soap.
different.
No.
Right.
Okay.
Is
I'm
my
So glad we got to
completely
the bottom of that,
uneducated.
though. We figured it out.
I like it. That's
Yeah.
a good
You know,
answer.
That's not a.
I'll go with it.
Does Brady know? Brady knows.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's not a game.
No, it's not.
No, it's not a game. We
It would
should
be
not
very
play
boring
that game.
because I know everything.
That's right.
Mostly because I Google it.
That's right. So you're Google those things.
Exactly. Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah, there you go. Big cup for your big fries.
Life hacks.
Oh, no.
Like,
Rush.
it's all together.
1,
3,
2, 1.
Wait.
Life hacks.
Cha cha cha.
This is
Well,
good.
we need to get rid of the cha-cha-cha.
fits. It just fits.
Does it?
Yeah, it just
It
fits.
doesn't.
The Hot Tub Podcast with Mahler, Rush, Jenny, and Brady.
A guy was recently caught stealing 3 cakes from a grocery store. Okay, and they're pretty expensive cakes too. $30 each, so $90. And the icing on the cake was
Oh,
him. It was literally himself. It was a picture of him.
okay. So
Yeah.
he stole cakes of himself.
Yeah, his face was on the cakes.
Why?
He is a 24-year-old from Pennsylvania. He ordered 3 cakes from a grocery store with photos of himself printed on it. You know how you can
Yeah.
send in a picture, right? He went through the self-checkout, but did not pay for the cakes. He bought some candles, some canned items, some cupcakes. It's a lot of cake goods, man.
Did he just forget to pay?
And then he
though?
just didn't pay.
Because it sounds like
So he
you know,
paid $12.99, didn't scan the cakes, which are worth more than $90.
Oh, so he did pay for the candles and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I honestly think he just probably
I think
forgot
it was
to
an
scan them.
oversight.
Yeah.
I don't think so because he has a criminal record. He was caught stealing $1,000 worth of candles from CVS a couple years ago.
So the guy is smart enough to know that, okay, so if they see me at a self-checkout
It
and
looks
I'm
like
paying
I'm
for
paying.
something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then I can get through and I'll be okay.
All right.
Because I mean, I get that. I mean, it happens. I've bought things at a self checkout
Yeah.
where if I'm buying let's say I was buying bars of soap.
Sure.
Okay, so like, and I'm buying 5 bars.
Yeah.
I'll scan the same one like 5 times,
Yeah.
and then grab from the card and put them in, so it looks like I'm not paying for them.
Sure.
Like I get that. Like that can happen.
Yeah.
So, and sometimes when there's things in your card, you can forget to scan them.
Yeah.
But if you're going there to buy cake and you forget to scan the cake,
So I did that recently. One time, it was like 2 days ago, I scanned, I can't remember what it was, but we bought a lot of them, little small things, and I thought one scanned, but I guess it didn't. And then I scanned another one. That one scanned properly. So only one of the two was scanned, and I put it in my bag.
Yes.
And then an alarm went on saying double weight.
Oh. That's
And then I
neat.
was like, that's crazy,
I would
right?
have loved if you were tackled.
How did it
the alarm should thief,
Yeah,
thief, thief.
So the person came over and I said, I might not have scanned one, and then I had to like rescan it and stuff. But I was impressed that the sensor knew that it was the same item was put in twice.
See, I have a question because there's some that I go to
Yeah.
where, like, I don't usually bring bags, but let's say I have 10 items and then so I take them out of the cart, scan them, and then just put them back in the cart, right?
Yeah.
And so them eyeballing it, how are they going to know what I've?
I don't think they do.
I don't think they do.
Like there must
Okay.
be a lot
Honestly,
of
they,
theft,
they
right?
don't. Yeah,
There's
there has
gotta
to
be.
Yeah.
Because it's just so
And I
easy.
haven't got caught yet.
Yeah. What a ride.
It's been
What a ride.
amazing. Yeah.
There just has to be a lot of theft.
Yeah, I mean, I think they could stop you and look at your receipt.
Oh, yeah,
and stuff,
yeah,
but
for
they,
sure.
Yeah.
But
The
I
other thing
mean-
that I do, like sometimes if you're buying things at like the sort of the deli section of a grocery store or something, they'll have a self-checkout machine out there in the middle of the store.
Oh, I haven't seen that.
Yeah, so like I've done that, used that one before, and then you just walk out and you're just walking through the whole store with something you paid for, but looking like you're stealing
I've
it.
never
no
seen
bag
that.
and
No
nothing.
bag, nothing, just walking out and
That's
doing
like when
that.
you're at the pharmacy and you get a
Yes.
prescription or something, or maybe you're at the Canada Post at the
Yeah,
back.
and you pay for everything there.
Yeah, and you walk through. I feel guilty
Yeah.
every time.
Yeah.
I hold my breath when I walk through those doors.
Yes.
But you've done nothing wrong.
But
I
it
know,
feels like
but
you
I
have.
It feels wrong. I feels icky.
See, I've done that too, but I hold the receipt like kind of
Me
out
too,
as
yeah.
I'm walking. like it's almost like a flag.
Exactly. It's like in Wayne's World with the VIP passes when you're backstage, It's a reference no one gets. But yeah.
And you do it, and then you try and change your walk. You're like, I need to do my casual walk, but not too casual.
Right.
Like I'm trying to get away with
Am I
something.
going too quick?
Yeah. I'll even stop near the cashes and like look at a magazine
Yeah,
cover.
I
Like
know.
I'm in no major
Yeah.
rush to get out of here. I'm not stealing.
I'm not stealing. I just have hemorrhoids.
Yeah.
I just need a quick medication. That's it. That's all. We're good.
If you like what you just heard, tell someone. They can listen to the Hot Tub Podcast with Mahler, Rush, Jenny, and Brady wherever podcasts are found. And if you didn't like what you heard, that's cool. Cool. All right, yeah.